Okay, let's start. So, in today's video, we'll see a few questions, and this will be a sequence of videos on interview questions. So, let us start for the day. So, first question for the day is, what is a database? Very logical or very important question. So, a database is basically an organized collection of data. Organized collection is important, which could be retrieved digitally from a local or a remote computer. And database could be as small as possible and as vast as possible. There is no restriction on the size of a database. So you can store huge complex data into a database. What is RDBMS and how it is different from DBMS? So DBMS basically is database management system, while RDBMS is a relational database management system. So RDBMS basically ensures that there should be a relation between different tables under RDBMS. While in DBMS it was not very obvious, but in RDBMS it is very obvious that you have to ensure that the relationship should exist. And there are a lot of softwares like MySQL, Oracle, IBM DB2, which ensures that this relational database management system in its entity should be implemented. What are the difference between SQL and MySQL? Wow. SQL and MySQL. SQL stands for Structured Query Language, which is basically a language, which is basically a protocol, which is basically for viewing, editing, adding, deleting data. While MySQL is a software which implements SQL concepts. So MySQL is a software which is basically used to store the data and manipulate the data depending on the requirement or the conditions. So that is where MySQL comes into picture. So there are other software also like Oracle and MS SQL and others like MySQL. What are constraints in SQL? This is what constraints are basically used to ensure that the RDBMS concept is maintained. So the relational database management system is based on this constraints. So constraints are basically used to specify the rules concerning the data into the tables, and what kind of data could be added, what kind of data could be updated, what could be deleted or not deleted. So constraint used to ensure the integrity, the rules to implement that integrity are the constraints. You can add a constraint while creating a table, or you can add it after creating a database or table by using alter table or alter database commands. So different constraints are not null. So the first constraint is not null, which basically ensures that the value which you are inputting must not be blank. So like name should not be blank. So not null will ensure that whenever the data is entered, it should not be blank. आना चाहिए उसके अंदर डेटा, तभी वो तो not null का concept implement होएगा. Check constraint is basically used to check the integrity of the data, type of a data, the length of the data, उसमें क्या वैल्यू आना चाहिए, किस तरीके का वैल्यू आना चाहिए, कितना कैरेक्टर का वैल्यू आना चाहिए. These could all be checked by using the check constraint. The next constraint is default. The default constraint is basically used to ensure that the data should, I mean, there could be a case where आप कुछ डाल रहे हैं वो आ नहीं रहा है. Sorry, आप कुछ डाल रहे हैं, आप कुछ, I mean, there is a column where you want that if not any data is not given, वो अपने आप से कुछ सा data ले ले. So that data is called a default database, and you can specify the default value into a database while creating it, or you may add it later also. So default automatically assigns a default value. Unique. A unique, more or less like a primary key. A unique ensures that the data remains unique. I mean, it should not be duplicated. So ensures unique value. And so there is one difference between a primary key and a unique is a primary key does not allow a null, while a unique allows a null. That's one difference. Second, you can have multiple unique columns, while you can have only one primary column. That's the second difference between unique and primary key. So primary key, what is primary key? So primary key is basically used to uniquely identify a column, and there could be only one primary key, not more than that. Okay. And foreign key, a foreign key basically ensures that if a value exists in a master database, that value could only be taken into the extended database, like product ID. So product ID अगर master database में है या master table में है, तो जो order table है उसके अंदर आप product ID डाल रहे हैं, तो वो होना चाहिए master database के अंदर, product के अंदर, so इधर आप उसको orders में ले सकते हैं ना. So अब foreign key basically ensures the referential integrity, that it should reference something and that should exist, and then only the value could be taken. And index, so index are basically used for a faster retrieval. So index basically either physically or logically it can ensure that जो data है that is arranged in a particular order so that you can access it fast. Done for the day, and you can kind of like and subscribe if I'm adding value to your overall learning. मिलते हैं next video में. Till that time, take care. Goodbye.